Lighthouse family. I want to wish you all a happy Mother's Day Eve. It is my most happiest honor to be the speaker for tonight. Thank you, Pastor Farida, for the opportunity because it sure has been a great inspiration receiving a lot of compliments, encouraging, just kind words from our church family. And just so you know, you didn't mess up my name on your outside live the other day. You said it just perfect. I also want to give credit to all 6 of my children because they keep me on my toes. And only God knows what would be of me if I didn't have them in my life. Thank you, guys. I love you. See, I came to realize a lot about myself as a solo surviving mom. And I say that because even though I've been legally labeled as a widow, I really dislike that word. So I consider myself a solo surviving parent or a surviving spouse, which only a few of us understand why we accept that a lot better than the word widow. So those of you that are out there that are the same as me, you're not alone. I'm another one that joined the club. See, as a child, I was partially raised by both of my birth parents. And shortly after they divorced at the age of 8, my mother chose a different path, taking her sister with me, leaving me with my father. I was devastated. I was broken. I felt like I was put in a really bad punishment for whatever reason. I never understood life growing up as much as the parenting and the whole family aspect. I remember as a child, I used to question God a lot. Why me? There was so many why's me's. What had I done to deserve this harsh thing growing up? And just to be growing up without my mom. But God placed 2 beautiful women that in my life that to today, they continue to be part of my life as mom. One came in life when I was 10 years old. Stop, Mama, don't do that. I'm sorry. Parenting never ends. I looked up to her because she gave me what I needed, what I craved, which was the motherly love. And even though I was not very welcoming to her, she still received me and she still loved me. And she continues to love me. And when I was having my firstborn at 16, she was there even though her and my father had broken up. She still walks the mom lifeline with me till today. The second one came in my life when I was 23 years old. And our 4th baby, Nathan, was about a month old. He stopped breathing. And I was hysterically just me, being a mom. I'm freaking out. And she told me, sweetheart, you have to calm down. Call 911 and tell them we need an ambulance. So I calmed down and I obeyed what she told me to do. If it wasn't for her helping me save my son's life, I don't know, only God knows what kind of mindset I would have as a mom, and if she wouldn't have been a part of my life, and mine's too. Excuse me. Thank you. In Proverbs 31:31 says, honor her for all her hands have done, and let her works bring her praise at the city gates. A huge thank you to them for giving us and showing us love, patience, affection, advice, nurturing, protection, caring love, guidance, kind uplifting words, support, and most of all, including me and mine, as if we were theirs. With that being said, Grace Ruiz and Angie Bajer, thank you so much for being my spiritual moms. I love you both for loving me and mine from back then till the last of our days. In 1 Corinthians 13:4-7 says, love is patient and kind. Love is not jealous or boastful or proud or rude. It does not demand its own way. It is not irritable and it's keeping no record of being wronged. It does not rejoice about injustice, but rejoices whenever the truth wins out. Love never gives up, never loses faith. It's always hopeful and endures through every circumstance. Thank you. With that being said, I strongly believe that giving birth makes you a mother. But raising kids with love, care, protection, affection, devotion, support, advice, and a shoulder to lean on while carrying along with the bumps on the road as they come, barely hanging on, but still making it through, not even just for you anymore, but for your little ones. That, my beautiful moms, makes you an awesomeness mom. Whether the babies you're raising are yours or not, you are loved and you are making a difference in their lives. Psalms 128, 1-2 says, "How joyful are those who fear the Lord. All who follow his ways will enjoy the fruit of your labor. How joyful and prosperous you will be." I am a mother and mom, for God blessed me to be so. I am far from being perfect. I lose my marbles, I make mistakes. Let me not forget this now though, but sometimes I do forget, even my kids' names. But I'm glad I haven't forgotten any one of them yet. In life, there's been things and days that get just so complicated and hard to get through. I'd be lying if I didn't mention that I've had days that I just wanted to quit somehow and hit the reset button and have an easier day. But I have to sit myself down and rethink and obey his word, for in Romans 8:28 says, and we know that God causes everything to work together for the good of those who love God and are called according to his purpose for them. Thank you. My hand's shaking, I'm sorry. If it wasn't for that scripture, I would not fully understand that as a now solo surviving parent and raising 6 kids of my own after my husband's passing, I would probably not still be I would still be asking myself, why me? But I have learned to accept with honor and embrace my childhood me without a mom. For honestly, I believe that God was molding me to adapt and more than anything, receive the purpose he had for me from back then to today. As moms, we try, and we try, and we try our hardest. And I know it's never going to be perfect. But as moms, we still do our best to accomplish what we can, to not so much for ourselves, but for our children and their future to come. There still will be those ugly, hard days to come, as well as the struggles loaded with negativities that the enemy will try tricking us to just give up and fold. But when we don't fold, the enemy comes back again, trying us, but this time with our kids. And that's where we as moms protect our children with prayer. Guidance, but more than anything, guiding them to follow the path in the path that God has for them with purpose. But with the grace of God, we make it through, for a simple fact that we are his children and he will never leave us behind, forget us, or forsaken us. In Ezekiel 19, 2-3, what is your mother? A lioness amongst lions. She lays down among your young lions and reared her cubs. She raised one of her cubs to become a strong young lion. So if you ever think you can't go any further, think again. When you feel depression creeping up, pray again. When you feel like giving up, get up and move again. When you feel lonely through those hard times and days that just, you can't beat it, look at your babies again. For they are God's mighty blessings to you and for you, who love you and adore you, for you are their mom. There will be a light at the end of the dark tunnel. Just keep being a mom. You are doing a great job. And one thing that me and my children say to each other a lot is, we love you to the moon and back. She's shy. We love you to the moon and back, forever and always, no matter what. Till the end of time.
To the end of time.
Yours and mine.
Yours and mine.
So thank you, Lighthouse, and happy Mother's Day.